Working the night shift at a gas station on the outskirts of Route 66 isn't glamorous. It's quiet, lonely, and most nights I'd rather sleep than sip bad coffee while waiting for the occasional trucker to stop by. But at our station, silence is never safe. See, this isn't a normal gas station. We have rules. Rules you have to follow if you want to live until morning. I didn't believe them at first. But then, well, I'll get to that. The setting. The place sits about 20 miles from the nearest town, surrounded by desert that looks endless in the moonlight. The neon sign flickers, buzzing like an insect on its last breath. At night, the wind carries the sound of coyotes, but sometimes, I swear I hear voices. Inside, the station looks old but functional. 2 aisles of snacks, a cooler humming at the back, a counter with an old cash register. Everything seems normal enough, until you look at the back wall. That's where the rules are posted. The rules. On my first night, the manager, an old man named Henry, pointed to the list taped to the wall. The paper was yellowed, the ink faded, but the words were clear. He tapped his finger against them, eyes deadly serious. Follow every single one. Don't argue. Don't ask questions. If you slip up, you won't make it to dawn. I thought he was messing with me, some hazing ritual for the new guy. But then I read them. 1. Always lock the doors at midnight. No exceptions. If someone knocks after midnight, don't open it. No matter who they say they are. 2. If the payphone rings, never answer on the first call. Wait exactly 3 rings, then pick up. Say nothing. Just listen. 3. Don't look at the mirrors in the restroom after 2 a.m. Cover them if you must. 4. If a black dog comes to the door, don't feed it. Don't touch it. Don't even look at it. 5. Sometimes, a man in a gray suit will come in asking for cigarettes. If you don't have his brand, he'll get angry. Give him whatever you have. He'll pay with coins that feel cold. Don't count them. Don't give them back. 6. If you hear someone call your name from outside in the dark, don't respond. No one out there is your friend. 7. At exactly 3:03 a.m., the lights will flicker. Close your eyes until it stops. 8. Don't ever check the security cameras between 3:15 and 3:30 a.m. Just don't. 9. Never go into the storage room in the back. If the door is open, close it. If it's locked, leave it that way. 10. At sunrise, leave immediately. Don't linger. Don't clean up. Just lock up and go. I laughed nervously when I read them. What is this? Some kind of joke? Henry didn't laugh. He just gave me the keys, muttered, "You'll see," and left. The first night. The shift started normally enough. A couple of cars came through, some truckers bought coffee. Around 11:50 p.m., I remembered the rules. Feeling silly, I locked the doors. At exactly midnight, I heard it, a knock. Slow, heavy, like someone dragging their hand across the glass. Hello. A woman's voice, soft, trembling. Please, I need help. I'm stranded. My car broke down. I froze. My hand hovered over the lock. Every instinct screamed at me to help her. But the rules said, don't open it after midnight. The knocking grew louder. The voice sharper. Please, let me in. It's so cold out here. Something in her tone changed. The desperation melted into anger. Her voice deepened, distorted. Open the door, Ethan. My blood ran cold. She had said my name. I hadn't told anyone I worked here. I backed away from the door. The knocking stopped. When I looked again, the glass was fogged with a handprint. But no one was outside. The phone call. At 1:47 a.m., the payphone near the restrooms rang. The sound was jarring in the empty store. The rules said, wait for 3 rings. I stood frozen, counting. 1, 2, 3. I picked it up, heart pounding. Silence. Then, a whisper, so faint I had to press the receiver tight to my ear. They know you're here. Don't let them in. The line went dead. The restroom. At 2 a.m., I went to the restroom. Stupid move. I forgot the rule. The mirrors. I was washing my hands when I glanced up. For a second, everything looked normal. Then my reflection smiled at me. I wasn't smiling. My reflection leaned closer, lips moving though I couldn't hear the words. Its eyes were darker, hollow. I grabbed paper towels and threw them over the mirror, heart racing. When I stepped back, I heard the whisper again, from behind the glass. "See you at 3:03. The black dog." By the time 2:40 rolled around, I was shaking. I poured myself a cup of coffee, trying to steady my nerves. That's when I saw it. A black dog, sitting at the glass door. Its fur dripped as though it had been caught in a storm, but outside was bone-dry desert. It stared at me with eyes too human, unblinking. Its mouth opened, and a tongue too long slithered out, dragging across the glass. I wanted to run. Instead, I pulled the blinds shut. When I peeked again a minute later, the dog was gone. But paw prints, black and smeared, led away into the darkness. 3:03 a.m. The clock ticked. 3 o'clock, 3:01, 3:02. At 3:03, the lights flickered. I shut my eyes tight, remembering the rule. But even in the darkness, I saw shapes moving behind my eyelids. Faces pressing close, whispering my name. The flickering lasted only seconds. When I opened my eyes, the store was still. But every aisle was different. Items rearranged, shelves taller, darker. Like the store itself had shifted. And from the back storage room, the one I was never supposed to enter, the door was open. A voice drifted out. The open storage room gaped like a wound at the back of the gas station. My stomach knotted as the voice echoed again. "Ethan, don't be afraid. Come see." Every nerve in my body screamed at me to slam the door shut, but my feet carried me closer. The smell hit first, damp earth, rot, and something metallic. Blood. Inside the storage room, the light above the doorway buzzed weakly, casting shadows that seemed to crawl across the floor. The room was bigger than it should have been, much bigger, stretching far beyond the station's layout. Boxes were stacked against the walls, but their labels had faded. Some weren't even in English. One box was open, filled with bones. Small ones. Human. My breath caught. In the center of the room stood a chair. On it sat a man, bound in ropes, head slumped forward. His gray suit was torn, but I recognized him. The man from the rules. His head lifted slowly. His eyes were hollow pits. When he smiled, coins spilled from his mouth, clattering onto the floor. "You broke the rules," he rasped. "Now you belong to us." The whispers returned. The lights flickered again, though it wasn't 3:03. Shadows poured in from the walls, gathering around me. Faces pressed close, whispering my name over and over. "Ethan, Ethan, Ethan." I stumbled back, knocking over a box. More bones spilled out. These weren't small. These were skulls. Dozens of them. And then I realized, every employee who had ever broken the rules was here. The whispers weren't just voices. They were the dead. The truth about the rules. A figure emerged from the darkness. Old, frail, Henry. My manager. But his eyes glowed faintly, his skin too pale. "You weren't supposed to last this long," he croaked. "The rules keep them out. They aren't for your safety, boy, they're for ours. To feed the station." He gestured to the shelves, to the building itself. "This place, it's a door. It doesn't sell gas. It doesn't sell coffee. It sells souls. Every night, the rules decide who lives and who joins the collection." My stomach twisted. Then why hire me? Henry's grin stretched too wide. "Because doors need doormen. The breaking point. The man in the gray suit rose from the chair, ropes falling away. His coins clinked as he stepped closer, leaving frost on the floor. The black dog padded into the room, eyes gleaming. And behind them, in the shadows, something much larger moved, a towering shape, with countless arms reaching, mouths whispering in unison. I understood then, the rules weren't just random warnings. They were a ritual. Each act, locking the door, ignoring the mirrors, refusing the dog, was a way to keep this thing at bay. And I had already slipped. The bargain. The whispers pressed into my head until I thought my skull would crack. Henry leaned close, his voice like static. "There's only one way out, Ethan. Choose someone else. Bring them here. Let the rules claim them. Or stay, and become part of the station forever." The gray-suited man jingled coins in his palm, grinning. The dog growled, saliva hissing on the floor like acid. My heart pounded. I could run. I could fight. Or I could choose. I remembered the voice on the payphone. "They know you're here. Don't let them in." Maybe there was another way. The choice. I grabbed the box of bones at my feet and hurled it at the gray-suited man. The skulls clattered across the floor, scattering coins. The whispers shrieked, furious. The black dog lunged. I ducked, sprinting for the counter. My hands fumbled for the keys, the register, anything. Then I saw it. The payphone. It was ringing. The final call. 3 rings. Just like before. I picked it up, panting. Listen, the whisper said, sharper now. Break the cycle. Burn the station. Don't let them use you. The line went dead. Behind me, Henry snarled, don't you dare. I grabbed the gas can from behind the counter, splashing it across the shelves. The smell filled the air as the whispers screamed, louder than ever. The dog clawed at me. The man in the suit lunged. I struck a match. Fire and ashes. The flames spread fast. Snacks and paper went up instantly. The shelves groaned, black smoke filling the air. The shadows screamed, writhing, faces twisting in the firelight. Henry clawed at me, his skin blistering, his voice inhuman. You fool. Without the station, they'll find another way. The fire roared, swallowing his words. I ran, bursting through the glass door as the station behind me went up in a column of smoke and fire. The aftermath. By sunrise, the building was nothing but ash. Emergency crews showed up, but they couldn't find Henry's body. They couldn't find the dog. They couldn't find the man in the suit. They found bones, though. Piles of them buried beneath the foundation. When they asked me what happened, I told them the truth. Of course, no one believed me. But sometimes, when I drive past the ruins on Route 66, I swear I see the neon sign flickering in the smoke. And at night, I still hear the phone ringing.